Hello there YouTube. Alright, so this is a video on probiotics. I want to give you some facts, maybe a little bit of theories, and just some general information on what probiotics are and the benefits that they can have for you as a human being. So, according to the World Health Organization, probiotics are defined as live microorganisms, apologies for that, which when administered in adequate amounts confer a health benefit on the host. So probiotics can be different forms of yeast, fungi, good bacteria, and even organisms which are commonly found in soil. Probiotics can come from plant-based sources or animal products. Of course, as a vegan, if and when I use probiotics, which I do use probiotics, I'll tell you, I choose plant-based enzymes. Probiotics and prebiotics are not pathogenic though. They are not the same as like the yeasts like Candida, which cause things like thrush and urinary tract infections, that kind of stuff. Other bacteria that are negative for the body, they're not the same. And you see there's a huge difference when, I mean, of course you need those pathogenic bacteria and yeasts and fungi and stuff to clean up the mess inside your body. But there seems to be a problem in a lot of people, and that's that the ratios are way out of control. So a lot of people are on the swaying towards more of the negative bacteria side rather than having the probiotics winning the battle inside of their bodies. So obviously this ends up having a negative result on the body as a whole. See, probiotics actually help to stabilize the gut flora. You see, probiotics actually live throughout the entire human body. You'll find them in the mouth, in the ears, the nose, the lungs, the navel cavity, urinary tract, even in the pockets of the pleural cavity around the lungs. Literally all over the body. But you will find them obviously in the highest numbers in the colon. We literally have something along the lines of 400 different strains of probiotics in our bodies, and they are of extreme importance to our health and well-being, even our mental stability and our happiness overall. We've got 10 times more probiotics in our body than we do cells in our body. So this alone, there's someone sneaking in here. So by this alone, you can see for yourself how important these probiotics and prebiotics are. So unlike antibiotics, which aim to take out and cause the death of all forms of biotics that are in the body to eliminate the illness, but I must make the point here that it is, in my opinion, and I believe this is well backed up by plenty of evidence as well, that this is extremely detrimental for the body overall, because the good bacteria and the probiotics actually act as a large proportion, actually about 70% of our immune systems, and antibiotics themselves have also been shown to actually be more harmful to the good bacteria in the body than the bad, which obviously over time is going to cause health issues, as the more harmful bacteria would be allowed to grow to a level where it's out of balance, out of control, and you're going to start to see negative health issues cropping up, like Candida infections, urinary tract infections, yeast infections, all that kind of stuff. So now, if we were to take probiotics instead of antibiotics, we would actually find that the helpful positive bacteria in the body would then be able to grow and stabilize to a level where it could act as part of the immune system. And in this scenario, probiotics have actually been shown to have the ability to take out and kill antibiotic resistant bacteria like MRSA, for example. Another positive to probiotics is that they produce a huge number of vitamins, for example vitamin A, vitamin K, and plenty of the B vitamins, including the well sought after, I should say, B vitamins like vitamin B12. So I've had a very long day at work today, so head's all over the place. Oh, we've got a little one who's just got up. They also even contain essential fatty acids, which you wouldn't expect, but they actually do. And at the same time, they make other nutrients and minerals more bioavailable to the human body. So another no-brainer. I mean, enzymes themselves were plentiful across agriculture and food and soil everywhere. They were everywhere, and I think we were probably a little dirtier as human beings, thousands of years ago. So we had a great access to them. So, I put this partly down to the industrialization of food and human beings as a whole as to what's going on, is why we're losing these enzymes, why we need to supplement with these enzymes now. I mean, I'm not saying that we do need to supplement. You can definitely still get them from your foods, but if you are seeing symptoms, which I might make another video on symptoms of the need for enzymes, a lack of B vitamins, for example. There are definitely symptoms to having a lack of B vitamins in your diet. So obviously, probiotics in general are great news for vegans, because across the board, you know, one thing that's always been asked of me is, where do you get your B12? You know, like everyone says, where do you get your protein, for all the, you know, vegan YouTubers that are out there. But big question that I always get asked when people do the research on what veganism is how are you getting your B12? And obviously I must be deficient in B12, right? Because I don't eat dairy. But forget that. So, I mean, whatever diet you follow now anyway, it seems to be that humans are in general deficient in the B vitamins, especially on the vegan side, and even a little bit on the vegetarian side. But it's because those B vitamins aren't quite as bioavailable as we think they are that are in the animal products. So supplementation of probiotics and eating fermented foods is just really great for you. So anyway, the stomach and the brain are connected, and this knowledge has been well established. Some scientists even refer to the gut as the second brain. And you must first have a healthy gut if you want to have a healthy brain. So we're in the midst of discovering the true potential of probiotics, and it's a knowledge that was once not necessary because, as I said, we were never deficient in probiotics like we are today. And in today's world, disorders of the brain are becoming extremely common, and the allopathic doctors see them as incurable, only manageable. There could well be a connection between the likes of dementia, autism, ADHD, the whole spectrum of autism, and the need to establish a healthy gut flora, and have been some studies published that are based upon this idea. On this subject, though, I would personally suggest that there is also a high chance of heavy metal toxicity in the brain. For example, we see like the beta amyloid plaques in dementia, but you do see plaquing throughout in brain disorders. So obviously one would need to chelate as well as supplement with probiotics in order to see changes in health. And this is a subject which I am hugely positive about, because I have personally been conducting my own little biological experiment on the effects of taking large therapeutic doses of probiotics for my own body to see what is if there are any negative effects and if there are any positive effects. So, you know, I've been eating, I mean, I've made a few videos. I culture my own like kefir, I culture my own milks, I culture my own, you know, nut milks, I should say, nut kefir, and also nut yogurts as well. But I also might indulge upon some sauerkraut, maybe, and miso as well. I like to put miso in my salad sometimes. It's got a bit of an odd taste in the salad, but you know, there's plenty of products out there, you know, whether you're a vegan or not. So it could be just normal yogurt. I mean, I'm not going to advocate that anyone eat dairy, because I personally think that there are a lot of negative effects to it, and I will probably make plenty more videos about that as well. But you got the likes of kimchi, miso, sauerkraut, kombucha, all of these things. But the only thing is about those products, if you're going to buy them in a store, the likelihood is that they've probably been possibly like radiated, pasteurized, that kind of stuff. So they might not actually have the healing qualities, and the probiotic content is actually quite debatable. So you are obviously best making these kinds of things yourself. So at the moment, I'm supplementing large doses of probiotics and consuming plenty of these homemade cultured food products. And I've been doing this for about 3 weeks now, and I'm going to continue to do this for about another month. So far the results that I'm feeling extremely positive, mentally speaking, and I feel very aware mentally as well. I seem to have infinite amounts of energy. I mean, I've just done like a 13.5-hour shift at work, and it's very, very laborious work. I work as a care assistant, and I'm still going. It's quite crazy. In a way, I kind of see that as a somewhat like a negative, because it's such a stimulant. It seems odd to me that it's almost like it's unnatural, because it stimulates you so much. But at the same time, you feel very positive, very vibrant, and full of energy. And you feel lots of compassion as well. You know, it's like you get the gut working, you get the brain working, everything starts going well, the endocrine system's working together, and you're producing the right chemicals and hormones. And overall, you do feel very, very at peace. So, anyway, I've also noticed an increase in all of my senses So again, I'm going to put this down to the probiotics clearing blockages, you know, like that might have been in my sinuses or in my ears or down my throat and that. So, you know, like my sense of taste has increased, my sense of smell is massively increased compared to all. And my hearing, sometimes it's a bit crazy because I'm hearing things that I don't believe that I could hear, but I'm definitely hearing it. So it's truly something that you would have to experience yourself, but I will do another video at the end of my little personal experiment to let you all know how it's worked out for me therapeutically, or if there has been any downsides to it. So thank you very much for listening to my little rant on probiotics. I think everyone should get into them and look into them, and especially on culturing your own foods because it's a wonderful experience. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe if you like this and want more content, and like if you did like the video. Comment if you want to make a comment and we can have a little discussion over it. I will comment back to the ones that I do see if I've got the time as well. Thank you very much. See you later, YouTube. I'll see you on the next video.